History of Balochistan. Ancient period. Earliest evidence of human occupation in present-day Balochistan dates to Paleolithic era. Earliest villages in the region date to Neolithic period 7000 to 6000 BC. It includes the sites of Mehergarh located in the Kachi plain. In the Bronze Age, in 2500 BC, Pakistani Balochistan became a part of Harappan culture, or Pakistan Balochistan marked the westernmost extent of Indus Valley civilization. From the 1st to 3rd century BC, the region of modern Pakistani Balochistan was ruled by Pratiharas. Invasion of Genghis Khan led to Balochis taking refuge in the greater Sindh region. The British had got support of Baloch Sardar and gave them the title of Nawab. In the 2nd century, there were 5 major kings. These were Yolanira, Arjuna, Mirahavara, and Mirat Khana. Islamic conquest of Balochistan. In the 7th century, Arab forces invaded Balochistan, converting them into Islam. Balochistan was then dominated by Ahmadzai Baloch tribe of Kalat region, which ruled Balochistan from 1666 to 1948 AD. During the reign of Caliph Uthman in 652, for the first time, Balochistan came under the laws of Caliphate. These were called the Islamic laws. The Arab rule of Balochistan lasted till the end of 10th century, and the parts of Balochistan best known to them were Turan, that is the Jhalavan country, and Buddha, that is Kachi. Medieval era. The main rulers of this era were Nasiruddin Sabutkin, Mahmud of Ghazni. In 1219, this area became a part of the dominion of Sultan Muhammad Khan of Khwarizm. Sultan Iltutmish of Delhi later ruled this area. And after the Sultan Iltutmish, Mongol rule was established in this area. The Mongol Saishad lasted impact on the history of Balochistan. In 1398, Balochistan was controlled by Pir Muhammad, the grandson of Taimur. After Pir Muhammad, the Pakistan Baloch extended the power to Kalat, Kachi and Punjab. Babur later exercised control over this area. From 1556 to 1595, the region was under Sahassid dynasty. Akbar later established control over Pakistan Balochistan. In the Ain-e Akbari, it is stated that the upper highlands were under the Sardar of Kandhar. Kachi was under Bukkar, the Sultan of Multan Suba. In the 17th century, this area was controlled by Nasir Khan. In the middle of the 17th century, it was under the Safavids. However, in 1879, the Treaty of Gandamak took place. By this treaty, British got rule over Pishin, Duki and Sibi areas. In the 19th century, Britain and Iran divided Balochistan into many parts. In the end of the 19th century, Sardar Hussain Naroi Baloch started uprising against Persia. In the 20th century, Behram Khan succeeded in gaining control over Baloch land. In 1916, British Empire recognized him as the king of Balochistan. However, in 1920, Mir Dost Muhammad Khan Baloch succeeded to this area. Khans of Kalat. They lived in the modern-day Pakistan Balochistan. Later, they bowed to Mughal Emperor of Delhi. During the British rule in 1840, Major Outram exercised control over these areas. From 1877 to 1947, Colonel Robert Sandeman introduced the system of tribal pacification in Balochistan. Accession to Pakistan in 1948. Khan of Kalat ruled even after the death of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Balochistan is the largest of the four provinces of Pakistan. On 1st October 1887, the Britishers entered into agreement with Prince of Kalat called Stand Still Agreement. In 1948, that is on May 16, Prince Abdul Khan heads a rebellion. The leading national political parties of that time were Kalat States National Party, the Baloch League, the Baloch National Workers' Party. Prince Abdul wanted to create the Greater Balochistan. He took Afghan aid and organized rebellion against Pakistan. He was captured and tried for conducting this raid. After 1947, separatist groups have led armed struggle against Pakistan government. Unrest or insurgencies in Balochistan. There were 5 successive insurgencies or unrest since 1947. The causes of these unrests were poor handling by successive governments. The ongoing unrest is aided and abetted by international prayers. It should be seen in the context of the Afghan situation. The nature of successive insurgencies and unrest. The first insurgency in March 1948 was by Prince Asim, the younger brother of Khan of Kalat, who went to Afghanistan along with the Lashkar with the aim to create an independent Kalat state. It was confined to Jalawan area of Balochistan and lasted for a few months only. Second insurgency in the late 50s. It was known as the Jalawan disturbance. It was confined to the district of Kalat, Khuzdar and Kohlu. It terminated temporarily in March 1960 after the declaration of general amnesty and surrender of Sardar Nauroz Khan. The poor handling of Sardar Nauroz Khan and his family by the government was responsible for the lack of trust of Balochi people towards the Federation of Pakistan. Third insurgency in the late 60s. Its causes revolved around the following points. The removal and arrest of tribal chiefs like Nawab Akhtar Bukti, Khair Bakhsh Mari, Ataullah Mengal and Ghaus Bakhsh Bizenjo. These leaders were charged of supporting Sardar Nauroz Khan. Geographically, the area covered by the insurgency included the district of Kalat, Khuzdar, Kohlu and Dera Bukti. The result was that the general amnesty gave Balochistan a brief spell of peace with the formation of Baloch government in 1972. Fourth insurgency 1973. Cause was the state's inability to find lasting solution to the provincial problems. It covered the areas of Kharan, Sibi, Dera Bukti, Khuzdar and Kohlu. General amnesty by General Ziaul Haq normalized the situation without addressing the root causes. The fifth cycle of unrest, it commenced in 2005. This cycle of unrest entered the light year in 2013. The course of unrest was unrest in Dera Bukti and Sui, Then it was followed by conflict of locals with Pakistan Petroleum Limited, that is PPL, which created misunderstanding between federal government and Nawab Akhtar Bukti. This situation was aggravated after the development of Gwadar port without address or consensus of the locals. This was coupled with the disappearance of Nawab Akbar Bugti from provincial landscape in 2007. These disturbances covered Baluch and Brahavi areas. The cause was mental subversion of the masses. This lower and middle classes and educated youths also joined their hands. So the question is, what kind of policy we need in Balochistan? We should have a coherent policy. There should be political initiative, and we should address the issue through wholesome approach. That is, we should deal the problem through dialogue. Implications of successive disturbance and unrest in Balochistan. After independence, government could not comprehend the complex dynamics of Balochistan. The government tried to resolve the issue through reactionary measures which long-term which lacked long-term vision. Disturbance grew in quantums and space, engulfing the entire Baloch and Brahavi areas. The traditional base was Dera Bukti, Kohlu, and Saravan and Jhalavan areas. Neglect of last 60 years has led to a fractured society. The political leadership that emerged after the uprising does not reflect the will of the people. These people are thriving on the disturbances. The tribal system has been undermined or misused by the political elites.